Hello, this is David Wamsey. I'm the main person behind WP Corner Shopper. I work with my wife. Occasionally, we might have someone else join us for work. But largely, we like to keep things small. We like to support a limited number of clients over a longer period of time. If you didn't know, WP in our name stands for WordPress. We only build WordPress websites. Now, WordPress itself powers a third of the internet, and if you wanted a content management system, that's a system where you can update and publish your own content without any coding knowledge. Well, WordPress represents about 60 to 65% of all content management systems. We also use a page builder these days called Beaver Builder. This is a professional tool which is extremely reliable. It allows us to build sites at a much quicker rate than we ever could do in the past, and it also has the benefit of allowing our clients to be able to do more in terms of updating the content. It makes it a lot easier, and should they wish, they could even restyle their own websites. But there's no real compromise on the code with using this page builder, so it's really very much changed the way that we do our business. And you may have noticed on the top that we say that we do work differently, and that is because we've largely thought about what has changed since page builders and how we used to build our own business sites before we built them for clients and what we needed. And traditionally, we feel that the typical method of running a web project may not be suited to the net as it is these days. So typically, if you needed someone, let's say an agency, to come and build your website, you would probably give them your initial spec. They would give you a proposal with a quote. You would sign some contracts, have a deadline, and they would walk you through a series of steps to get to that final project deadline, and that would be it. What we found when we were building our own sites, it was a bit more messy than that. We would start with perhaps some aims and some budget and what we thought we wanted, but it was only through the process of doing that we found our websites kind of had a life of their own. And we also, as we worked through, we worked our strategy within to the website and how we were doing things. So when we started off, and we find a lot of clients like this, it was very difficult for us to really understand digital marketing was more than just a website. So we couldn't understand what our competitors were doing. We couldn't see their SEO. We couldn't see the psychology that they use to lay out their pages in certain ways and highlight certain things, use certain types of copy to try and get better conversions. We couldn't see things like hidden landing pages, even some sign-up forms. We couldn't see their sales funnels and all of these kind of clever techniques that you learn over time, and often when you've got a website out there already. So what we try and do is to set it up so you need to spend the least amount of money at any given time to test things out. So as it's possible now these days to build a fairly decent website in a day, you could just do that, and maybe that's all you need. But as the internet is always measurable, you can see how it's working. We always thought, what's the point in spending so much time using guesswork on a project to build this ultimate website, which just because of technology changing will be out of date in a couple of years, when you can just keep building on a live site. So put a minimal viable site out there and book more of our time. The only downside of our model is that we can never fully give a quote on this, but we think it's better. We think how we work is more focused on certain tasks, and it allows our clients to be able to save money. We think it's a more efficient way of doing it. And of course, it means that you need to be committed for the days that you book of our time to get full use out of us. But we have found that this has been working so much better than earlier days where we've tried to bring in a big project. It's much easier to sort of break these down into smaller components, and it means that we have a better dialogue with our clients. So hopefully you'll take a look around the site and contact us if you need any more information from us. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye bye.